Alright, good day, guys, and welcome to another episode of my experience at Landmark University. So, this should be my episode 5. I've been so nonchalant to do a video because I've had a lot going on from my final year defense to my tests the previous week, and we had like deadline for the projects. Our deadline is on 26, but we had our defense last week, and I'll still do a video about it because a lot happened, and I did a vlog. But like the vlog, something happened, and I wasn't in the mood to like complete it. And apparently, my iPad was used by many people, so they wanted to snap. So I didn't even have time to use my iPad. This is one of the reasons why I need. This is one of the reasons why I actually need a camera, because I feel like my phone will be in use most times. So on today's episode, I'll be talking about one of my roommates. In the last episode, I was referring to leaving my previous room. That was in my 200 level. But I want to talk about the persons I left. I need to like talk about them. So I had one of my friend that was an anime freak. Sorry, it was one of my roommates. Anyways, this nigga was so addicted to animes that he could stop classes. If you don't understand what I mean by stop classes, like you skip classes. So he loved it so much that he stopped classes. And the guy made me feel like anime was like a drug that when you start, there was no turning back. And the funny thing is, he actually introduced me to anime. At first, I was like, never. I was even part of those criticizing it, but like, I started with AOT, Attack on Titans, until now. Sorry about the noise. Until now, I'm going to tell you that Attack on Titans is always peak. You see, Attack on Titans, Solo Leveling, One Piece. The only issue about One Piece is long. Hey, I can remember when I started, I used the whole year to watch One Piece. But like, One Piece 2 is peak. And I won't also forget, lastly, that this guy liked anime to the extent that he was also reading this stuff. They call it, I'm coming. Is it manhwa? This nigga could finish books. I think they call it books now, or like call it manhwa. This nigga was finishing, and I was like, for you to be able to finish how many books? So you tell me I finished 1,000 pages, and I'll be like, huh? Like you read that long, and this nigga doesn't. Like so far he has eaten in the morning. It's as if he's locked in preparing for the exam. He's just on one laptop. And the funny thing is the laptop was in sports and it was not his own. So from there the guy left the room. I think that was the main reason why he left the room, because there was no laptop for him to use. That's what made us 3 at one particular point until we became 4. And that will be another story. Please do not forget to subscribe, because lots of content will be dropping on my YouTube. I just hit my first 1,000 views on my long video and I really appreciate. So next goal is 200. Let's get the hustle started. Peace.